Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, man. Today we have a Hawks vs. Raptors recap. Gary Trent Jr. had his fourth straight 30-point game after knocking in 9 threes last night. So this puts the Toronto Raptors just 2 games over 500. They're still, the trade deadline, who really knows what's about to happen? They're still kind of on that cusp line right now. But the good news is the Eastern Conference is wide open. Is absolutely wide open. So if this Raptors team can make the playoffs, if they can stay healthy and just make the playoffs, they're an upset alert. They're definitely 100% an upset alert. Their starting 5 is definitely one of the best in basketball. Gary Trent, Freddie, Scotty, OG, and Pascal. It's already one of the best starting 5s in the NBA, like a top one, and the potential is it's through the roof, man. It's really through the roof. Once these guys like Scotty Barnes kind of start getting in their groove, hopefully it comes back by the end of the season. I shouldn't even say it comes back, but hopefully by the end of the season, next season, I mean, this kid hopefully he's turning into a star. I mean, the potential is there. Gary Trent, though, man. Gary Trent he's been going crazy for him. The Raptors, if they just had a bench, like I think it really is as simple as that. If the Raptors literally just had a bench, they would be more than 2 games above 500. I mean, last night, Champagnie 3 minutes, 2 points, Precious couple, 18 minutes, couple of buckets, 7 points. I mean, that's technically 12. You have 12 bench points last night. You got a 3 from Chris Boucher in 21 whole minutes. If they literally just had a bench, teams would be afraid of this. They would be afraid. They already are afraid of him. Freddie last night wasn't shooting the ball too well, was shooting it fine from downtown, made like 4 of them, but he was distributing the rock. 11 assists for him. Pascal continues to have a dominant season, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. So Siakam, I can't believe how much like non-Raptors media talk there was surrounding Siakam, and that like, oh, they want to trade him, or they should trade him. It just looks so foolish now. It literally just looks so foolish. Siakam has been a huge reason for the success for the Toronto Raptors, not only this season, but in years past. Siakam's really molding himself. He's kind of already been molded into a star player, but I mean, he's really asserting himself this year. I would say just looks better. He's making his teammates better. I think I really underestimated his ability to pass the basketball. I think that's something I really underestimated going into this season. Siakam just opens up so much more for everybody out on the court, and then obviously even just in ISO, I mean, he's phenomenal. He's phenomenal in ISO ball. So Siakam, huge reason. OG this year averaging about 19 points per game. Last night didn't have his best sauce, but threw in 3 threes, shot well from downtown, played good defense, played great defense. Keep in mind this kid's only 24 years old. I'm pretty sure he's in the first year of his contract. So Toronto, man, they're really just working on something special. But Gary Trent Jr. has been just such a nice surprise. I don't think too many people are like, I think a lot of us knew Gary Trent was going to be a good basketball player, but I don't think we anticipated him to like lead the league in steals per game, steals in general, 4 straight 30-point games. I think that's something you could kind of like, you could see that happening. I don't think anyone was anticipating that happening, but Gary, he started the season very well, goes down, and it definitely has been taking him a little bit to just kind of get back to the Gary Trent Jr. that we saw at the start of the season. And in years past, a phenomenal player, man. He's knocking down his threes. He's playing good defense. What an absolute steal. I mean, Masai, they're just doing a great job finding players that fit what they're looking for. This team is so hard and hustle. Last night, the Hawks, they didn't have Trae Young, so you got to keep that in mind. But at the same time, Atlanta, they fought hard. They were trying to win the basketball game. It's not like if Trae Young is out, they suck. They're still a very talented basketball team. Kevin Huerter went off. But, man, Toronto, they're just so gritty, man. They're just grinding. They want to win these games. hopefully they make a move at the deadline, because this bench, it's not going to last. These starters can't be playing 42 minutes every single night. It's just maybe they can get away with it for this season. But man, it's worrisome. It's definitely worrisome. So that's really it for today. I gotta head over to class. So hit the like button, hit that sub button. We're 18 subs away from 10K, and I'll see you guys later.